Okay, so today I'm going to be going over different demos for Sonic fan games that are in early development and seeing how good they are. I'll do this by using 4 different categories. So artwork, like the level background, Sonic and Eggman's designs, levels, layouts, like mechanics of the levels, Sonic's abilities, like the spin dash or similar ones. And then bosses, so obviously the bosses. And because I don't want to waste any more time, let's just get into it. Okay, so our first game today we're going to be playing is Sonic Legends. It's pretty early stage in development, and it's a collection of multiple different levels for multiple different fan games, having a level we'll actually see later. For the artwork, I can say this is a solid 8 out of 10. It's heavy in the Mania style, which I do like a lot, and everything is pretty fairly colored, or to put into simpler words, I just really like the palettes. And I actually don't like some of the animations, like the spin dash, as it's from Advance, but nonetheless it's still impressive. For the levels, I'll actually have to give them a 5 out of 10. Simply, I don't like how linear the levels are. Sure, you could take different paths and go on these balls that make you like go up in the air to get like to other routes, but overall I don't really think it's that impressive. Like, sure, it's alright, but like it's just mid. Nothing's really different from anything else. Sonic's abilities are gonna have to be a 6 out of 10. He has a spin dash, no kidding, but also the drop dash. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the drop dash as much as the next guy, but I mean, like, come on. Doesn't it just feel a little unfair? And finally for the bosses, not bosses actually, boss. And this is gonna be a little bit of glaze, but 9 out of 10. I like this boss so much because it's better than any other beginning boss fight in any other official games. It doesn't challenge you too much, so when you start, you're gonna die multiple times, but it's also not so easy to the point where you can't even attack, which CD has that problem. But yeah, I love this boss, and I genuinely think it's one of the better ones, especially for being the only and the first one of this demo. Mechanics are great, and that's all I can really say. Now for our final ranking in total, wait, let me just do the math. 8 plus 9 plus 5 plus 6. That's like 28, I think. And yeah, that seems about right. So 28 divided by 4 is 7. So the final ranking is going to be a 7 out of 10. And that's not bad considering this is the first game. I do maybe think that this opinion is going to change heavily as they're planning to add Amy and Knuckles to the character roster, which I'm very excited about because I'm really into seeing how they are going to handle those characters, and there's nothing else really to say, so let's just move on to the next game. For the following game, we have one that actually came out not too long ago, Sonic XG. Now, this demo is so recent that the game is barely a demo, or more of a demo. It's just like not exactly fully complete. Its main 3 playable characters are Sonic and just Sonic. Tails and Knuckles are coming out, though the only way to play the first act is time attack, which is okay, so I'm not fighting. With the artwork, I'll have to go with a solid 7 out of 10. Now overall, I think Sonic and Eggman look great. The level, not too much. But the wallpaper, this is one of the best things ever. And it's so glazed, at least by me, that I actually have it as my new wallpaper, as the Milkman has sadly been retired. Rest in peace, I will miss you. And yeah, I don't actually hate it too much. The palettes are alright. And yeah, again, it's just the level I have that is problem. Now, for the level itself, I'm gonna have to go with a 6. Now, I'm surprised I didn't put this lower, but like, come on. I feel like they can do a lot better. The levels aren't even linear. They just feel like Knuckles Chaotix level design. Like, how you just keep going up. That's how the level actually ends. You just go on some red springs and you're done with it. Sadly, they didn't add any gimmicks except for the blue spring, which is 1, probably already a thing, and 2, just slightly better than the red spring. And for the Blue Hog's abilities, is a 9 out of 10. He has a spin dash, which, you know, I've already made that joke. But also, he has a wall jump and an insta shield. His wall jump being finicky, but still amazing. I honestly really love his abilities in this game, and I think it's really unique, which is good. He also does have boost mode, which helps and doesn't at the same time. And it doesn't work too well either, and it's too fast, but getting around that, it's a little useful, but it can be useful when it wants to be. And for bosses, it's gonna have to be NA because, well, there isn't a boss, and that's how early in the demo this is. Whether it's because it's time attack or because it's too early, but I don't really know. Anyways, 6, 7, and 9 adds up to 22, which rounds out to about 75, because, you know, dividing and such. And it's a little more than accurate. I do see the issues in this game, but it is my ranking after all, so I guess it is my fault about how I ranked it. Anyways, on to our last game of today. Overturn 95. It's a Saturn-style game that features Heals the Rabbit, which is one of Sonic's prototypes. I don't know much of what's coming in this game, but let's just get into the demo. For artwork, I'm gonna have to give it 4 out of 10. The palettes are just bland. Sonic and Eggman are the same, and feels actually looks pretty good. But it's almost like they just ripped a bunch of stuff from Sonic 1 and added more colors to the palette. And I do not mean that in a good way. I think some of the art is good, but not good enough to carry it. Levels is going to be a 7 out of 10. I don't have much to say except that I like the mechanics. It has more to offer than the other games, like the totem things you could jump off of. I still think the levels are too linear, maybe except for the second level, but you know, for abilities I think it's an 8 for the dumbest reason, and it's quite literally just because he has a spin dash. And it's so simple, it's not complicated or complex, it's just the simplicity of it that I love. Because everything with Sonic now is always so complicated, so I think just having a simple baseline is good enough. But anyways, the bosses is gonna be an 8. Now I am throwing numbers around like stupidly, but I do kind of love them. The first one is kind of bad. He just throws stuff at you, and there's not much to it. It's almost similar to the Sonic 1 boss. And I think the second boss kind of carries it to that point. I really love the concept, and just the boss is so fun to play with, but I can't really stretch it. Like, seriously, I can't really say anything else about how much I like the boss, except that I like it. But for the final tally, it's 4, 8, 8, 7, that's about 27. Okay, yeah, 27. And that gives us about total 27 divided by 7. Wait. 27 divided by 27 divided by 4. That gives us another 7. So, if you think about it, they're all gonna be 10s, because, like, lucky 7s. You know. wrapping up this video, I hope you guys liked that. Seriously, like the video right now. No, but actually, I hope we can agree that all people are entitled to their own opinions, and that you can respect mine. If you want to see more stuff or other stuff like gameplay, then check out my channel and subscribe. I mean, you subscribe to Netflix for like $5 a month. Mine's free. But, yeah, have an amazing day.